Right. So let's see here. Welcome everyone. This is Noble Mike Jamison dialed into you today from my home office here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm actually very excited to have an opportunity to speak with you on today. We got just a little bit of information we want to share with you. So please make sure if you are connected to us live, then I'd love for you to drop a comment, the number 1 in the comment box. If you dialed into us live today, we really appreciate that. If you are a new listener to this channel, make sure you press the subscribe button so you can be notified when we get ready to publish some new video content. I want to make it a point to try to share as much as possible with our community so we can just really start to educate folks on the things that they're doing in order to be successful. And if you're listening to the play of this video, just drop a 2 in the comments box. Drop a 2 in the comment box and make sure you press the subscribe button so you too can be notified when we get ready to go live today. So what I want to talk about here for maybe 5 or 10 minutes at the most, or it's just one really simple concept that I think is important when you're looking to build a large, world-class international organization. You all know that in our investment community, we have really 2 different subcultures that are happening simultaneously. One of those, we focus on being products of the product by utilizing the services that we have within our web club to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, which we'll be talking about on videos as well. But on this particular training, we're going to talk about more of the marketing side, or at least one particular concept as it relates to the marketing side. And so the title of this particular training is the single most important priority of any networker's day. I think it is an honor to have an opportunity to work from home. I've done so since July of 2007. So I guess that's about 13 years. Been in the industry 18 years. But as you become your own boss, you also have to create certain disciplines that you follow in business and in life in order to make sure that you're on course, because nobody's holding you accountable but yourself. But now that you are a professional networker and you take pride in your career, there are some things that you have to be doing on a regular basis for yourself and for your team to be successful and healthy. And the first priority, okay, the very first priority, write this down, number 1 is personal prospecting, okay? It is also called phase 1. You hear people say it all the time, hey man, you gotta always be in phase 1. That's prospecting, okay? Meaning as a professional entrepreneur, as a professional networker, you must always be marketing in some capacity. Now, if you utilize an online system where it is designed to bring leads to your doorstep, then you don't have to spend as much time, but you do got to spend the money because you're not going to spend the time, and that's okay as well. But the point is, the first thing you got to always be doing is feeding the machine, which is your business, okay? And so if you're not feeding machine as priority 1, at some point your business will slow down because there's no new talent being brought to the organization. You see that? That's how it works. Every successful enterprise is focused on finding the best people as a priority, right? That's the first thing you got to do to run a successful business, is to find the best people. That's phase 1. That's personal prospecting. So if you don't have a rock solid method in place right now, you have to immediately put one in place, or you will not be in business for long, okay? Because you could only do so much. Now, number two, your second priority is service the team, okay? Service the team. That just simply means you're looking to build an enterprise. That enterprise needs to be taken care of. Every individual is important within the organization. That's why you call it a team. And so what you want to do in terms of servicing the team as a leader is be available, Okay, I can't tell you how many times, how many conversations I've had with distributors, with associates, with representatives, with that are just so frustrated because they have no support or no help. All right, so you don't have to, do cash giveaways, and you don't have to do all these amazing incentives in order to help the organization grow. Your biggest thing for you as the leader is to be available. Be available to support the organization. And so being available falls into a couple of different categories. Number one, you should be available for three-way calls, because obviously a lot of people are new. And even if you're not new, the power of third-party validation is incredible in what we do. It helps us create the duplication process that we look for, which we'll train on in another day. But being available for three ways are important, okay? And so that's one of the things. The second thing in this second bullet point is be available for field training. That means doing appointments for your team, okay? So they need to know exactly how the message should be delivered to an individual. They need to know exactly how the message should be delivered to an audience. They need to know exactly how the message should be delivered on a conference call. They need to know exactly how the message should be delivered on a webinar, okay? You have to train them on that. You have to service your team to make sure that they're well prepared, okay? Listen to me. The best trained team wins. Bottom line, the best trained team wins. And you train them once a month for 12 months, yes, they'll be sharp at what they do. But I can take that same organization of 300 and train them once a week, and we'll demolish any other organization, because the best trained team wins. And so you as the leader must service your team in that capacity, being available for three ways, helping them share the plan, and training them to be successful. Because if you don't, the sharks of the world will eat them alive. We call the sharks haters. You can call them anything, but they'll eat them alive with doubt and fear and all the things that discourage people from being successful. And then third and finally, the third and final point that you must do to be successful as a networker on a daily basis is you must solve problems. That is what we do. The bigger the problems we solve, the more money we make. And you'll find that in this industry, there's a wide range of problems. Some of them may not even be dealing with business. It could be personal for some relationships you have within your organization. It could be physical, health-wise. Your objective is to solve problems. And obviously, the business stuff is self-explanatory. So we got to make sure that we eliminate distractions and that we, at all times, solve problems for our organization. And so there's some philosophies that you got to follow in doing so as well. We truly discourage water cooler conversations. That means having conversations with people, sideline or otherwise, that cannot solve your problem. Like, there's no need to discuss an issue or problem with someone that can't help you solve it. And so you should be having that conversation with your upline or your success coach so they can help you overcome that which has challenged you, okay? And so we like to say good news goes down, bad news goes up. That's an important philosophy, okay? And so again, your role as a professional networker, step number 3, is to solve problems. Basic stuff we all know. Can't log into your back office, server's not working right, product didn't deliver correctly. All of that stuff is easy. But the difficult stuff, you cannot shy away from. I want you to encourage you to attack the problems head on and use a system for doing so. And so one of the things that I train my team is that, listen, when you first encounter a problem, I fully expect for you to spend a little time trying to solve it yourself, trying to find help, trying to figure out if you can find the answer yourself. And as long as it's not an emergency, that process should take you about 24 hours. And if you haven't been able to solve the problem within a day, then sure, reach out, share what the challenge is so we can collectively as a team get to the best solution. Okay. So that's what we're looking to do. We want to make sure that everybody understands the single most important priority in any networker's given day, not week, not month, not year, given day: personal prospecting, phase 1, servicing the team, step number 2, and solving problems is step number 3. Remember those things. You're going to thank me later when you're making $1 million a year or more, because you've successfully created some daily disciplines as a professional networker to help you have success. So if you've gotten value out of today's presentation, drop a comment on the video for me. Make sure you hit subscribe so we can get this information out there. I promise you, your life will forever be changed just by getting better, 1% better every single day. You got that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. My name is Noble Mike Jamison. Take care and take charge.